What's going on, guys? In this video, we're gonna talk about some game-changing moves that Snoop Dogg is making and how this can change how concerts are being played in the near future. Snoop Dogg surprised fans in a Clubhouse session revealing intentions for Death Row Records, which is a record label that he just bought, and we'll talk a little bit more about that, which is related to all these guys that you might recognize. But Snoop Dogg wants to make this the first NFT record company.
Death Row will be an NFT label. We will be putting out artists through the Metaverse and through a whole nother chain of music. Just like we broke the industry when we was the first independent to be major, I want to be the first major in the Metaverse. So Death Row will be an NFT label.
These are very exciting news because concerts in the Metaverse may become the next big thing. Snoop Dogg purchased Death Row Records brand from MNRK Music Group, which is held by a private equity group managed by Blackstone. Yes, this investment management Blackstone, which they previously purchased the company's rights from Hasbro. Yes, the same Hasbro that makes Monopoly. So now, what is the relationship between Death Row Records and Snoop Dogg? I don't know much about music, so I had to dig a little bit deeper, and it seems that when Snoop Dogg's career took off in the 1990s, he was signed with Death Row Records, which was created by Dr. Dre, Suge Knight, The Doc, and Dick Griffey. So they created the label in 1992, following the split of NWA. The label's releases, such as Dr. Dre's first solo album, The Chronic, and Snoop Dogg's debut, Doggy Style, are regarded hip-hop masterpieces that define an era. Tupac Shakur also rose to prominence as the label's main artist in the late 1990s, before being shot and killed in Las Vegas in 1996 while traveling in a car with Knight. Shakur's death led to the label's collapse, which led to decades of decline for Knight himself. Knight was forced to close Death Row after declaring bankruptcy in 2006. He served time in prison and had a proclivity for being in presence of violence, which finally caught up to him. Now, about the record labels. I was very curious about how these record labels make money, and I found this article that quickly summarizes it all. So according to soundcharts.blog, this is an example of how a record deal works and how much money does an artist take and the label. So these are the multiple categories that there are. But what I found the most interesting is this graph that shows how much money the artist ends up making and the distributor ends up making. So at the beginning, the label makes the least, but then it quickly grows and it makes much more money than the artist if the artist is actually doing extremely well. Also, the distributor makes similar money to the artist, but you can see the difference in how much more money a label can make compared to an artist under this record deal. I don't know much about music, but I'm just here trying to figure out what's going on. What is extremely interesting is that Snoop Dogg's announcement to buy Death Row Records comes only a week after Snoop Dogg teamed up with the blockchain gaming business GALA Games to promote his new album, Back on Death Row, BODR, which was released on the blockchain as a stash box of NFTs in the GALA Music Shop. If you go to GALA Games website, we can see Death Row Records. This is an NFT that they're selling for $1,971 GALA, which is about $550. I believe this is not the BLDR NFT, but I was able to find other NFTs from Snoop Dogg, such as Snoop's Bumping Lowrider, which is being sold for 46,000 GALA, which is about $12,000. And here's a description of it. Be part of the crew by owning this legendary Snoop's Bumping Lowrider to commemorate the release of Snoop Dogg's first NFT album, BODR, Back on Death Row, on GALA Music. According to an article from complex.com, Snoop Dogg said, if anything is constant is that the music industry will always be changing, and that blockchain tech has the power to change everything again and tip the table in favor of the artists and the fans. And we're going to be right at the front of the pack with this GALA Music deal. In the last month, GALA coin has been trading from 27 cents, it got to 38 cents, and now it's almost getting to 27 cents again. If we look at the year trade, they've been doing pretty bad because it started at 46 cents and now it's trading at 27 cents. However, by looking at this chart, you can see the power of these coins, because it started trading at less than 1 cent in September the 17th of 2020, and it got to a peak of 70 cents in November of 2021, which is just pretty much a year later. Now it decreased and is currently trading at 27 cents. I believe that this token exploded because they have a very interesting concept. They want to decentralize games. They basically explained that their initiative is to change the reality that many players can spend hundreds of dollars in game assets and countless of hours of playing time only to have them taken away with the click of a button. It stands to bring creative thinking into games by providing users the authority over games and in-game assets using blockchain technology. What they bring to the table is that they will allow players to influence game governance inside GALA Games and GALA ecosystems, and voting methods will help players determine which games GALA should create and sponsor. GALA Games uses GALA, which is, the cryptocurrency that we just talked about, and that's why they created this token, which is to give power to the users. Now, these tokens can be used to purchase NFTs for individual games. And according to this article from the Motley Fool, this is why GALA is up over 34,000%. First, because blockchain gaming is booming. Second, because they launched a very, very successful game that has over 600 million players, which employs the play to earn methodology, which is basically people or players get crypto rewards when they play. And third is that it got listed on Coinbase. When cryptos are accepted in Coinbase, it's like a stamp of approval in the sense that now people who have accounts on Coinbase, which are a lot of Americans, now can buy the crypto. So it creates basically a bigger demand for that asset. And I think it's important to note that now GALA is in the top 53 most valuable cryptos with a market cap of almost $2 billion. If you guys got any value from this video, please don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.